Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Dual Screens Ind E3 coverage. That's right. We're covering the indies, which are near and dear to our hearts. And we actually have a very fun little episode here for you because Olivia is returning to the rescue. That's right. We did a full-blown show with Olivia before, and now we get to see this bad boy in action and get to pick your brain as you're playing it. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me on again. I had a great time last time. So yeah, I'm excited to actually show the game instead of just talk about it.
It was a blast. I'm Steve. That's Andy. He's here also. Hi, Andy.
I'm so excited. It looks so cute. Look at them walking around.
Does that one have a boo-boo? I think one of them has a boo-boo. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
He looks like he has a little boo-boo. But it's okay. Let's jump right in. Just show us what you got. I can't
Sure,
wait.
I can jump right in. So I guess just to give a brief introduction to people that might not have heard about the game or this is their first time seeing it, To the Rescue is a dog shelter simulator, and I'm gonna be really lazy with my naming because I have like 100 save files after today. Yeah, it's a dog shelter simulator, so you're gonna be doing stuff like taking care of individual dogs, but also doing higher level management tasks, so like building and upgrading the shelter and buying supplies and that sort of thing. I've got to have my own little self-insert here, so I'm gonna pick
Sure.
one that looks the most like me and my dog. So here he is. Boom. Okay. So yeah, what inspired us to make this game is just that I mean, we're dog people. I mean, we always had dogs. And we when we first started working on this game several years ago, we had lots of friends that were super into the sort of sheltering, like volunteering at the shelter and fostering and stuff like that. And we just, through sort of secondhand, got really inspired by the sort of work they were doing, and we're just really surprised that there wasn't a sim game like this already. And so we made it. And yeah, I mean, it means a lot to us. The more we've learned about shelters, the more we've realize, that how sort of thankless the job is. And so we're trying to raise awareness for that. And part of that is, we're raising awareness, but we're also hoping to, make some positive change in the real world because we're donating 20% of our profits to real animal shelters when the game comes out.
That's awesome. And you know what? I'm just going to say it right now. I am going to do a stream for our local shelter here, our local organization, as soon as I get my paws on this one. And I'm gonna do a nice charity stream in with your name, and maybe you guys could drop by during that. But that would be, I think I'm definitely gonna do that. Maybe Dual Screens will also do one. We'll make a whole big to do out of it, and it'll be fantastic.
That sounds fantastic indeed. One thing I wanted to mention too, I sort of struggled catching the dog. It's because I'm actually playing with just one hand. I have an injury, so I'm only playing with one hand. So I am bad at my own game, but I'm not that bad at my own
We understand. We understand. All right, so you caught this dog, and now you're bringing it to this shelter here.
So the story jumps off, and it sort of puts you in the shoes of somebody who's brand new to the community, who's just getting settled. And also, one thing I wanted to mention is that this is an alpha build of the game, so there's definitely going to be some bugs and lots of stuff that's going to change by the time the game comes out. So just wanted to preface everything you see with that. And yeah, so the story is sort of a short introduction to who the character is, what their community is like. But it's not a very story-centric game. It's mostly just, about the sort of sim management gameplay. But we really wanted to have a story hook that showed, that gives some character to the player and to their community and that sort of thing.
This looks like a like Sesame Street meets. I don't know if you played with these as a kid. You seem to be around our age, but the Little People toys. Do you remember those? They're like, they go in like the little buses and like airplanes. And do you remember those, Andy?
I have no clue what you're talking about.
They have like the circular bases.
I never owned those, but I am familiar with them.
Are you about Polly Pockets?
No. They were like little Fisher Price guys. They were like 2 inches tall, 2.5 inches tall. But they have very similar like facial like features.
Okay.
But it's very cute. It definitely it reminds me of playtime as a kid, like playing with your playset.
Yeah, we really like the art style we've settled on. I mean, it's we've had several different iterations. Like our early Kickstarter build looks totally different than this. But
Hmm.
yeah, our artist and animator has totally kicked it out of the park. Because all the animations in the game are actually hand animated. Each
Mhm.
of the 30 plus types of dogs in the game, they all have love and care put in every single frame in them. So it's nice to see that, that the art style resonates with people.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So essentially, at this point, there's like a makeshift shelter in your garage. It looks like is what's happened.
Yeah, so essentially, you take this puppy to the shelter that already exists in the community, and because they can't take them because they're totally full, you decide to take matters into your own hands, basically. Um, so yeah, so now we have this dog, and it's time for us to start taking care of it while we find the owner. And so let's give him a look. So as you can see, so in addition to sort of what the dogs look like, they also have really different personality and health
Mm.
traits that
Mhm.
make them really different. And it's really important to pay attention to those because, in addition to, sort of generally giving you an idea of how adoptable they are,
Mhm.
individual visitors that come to your shelter will end up coming into the shelter with very specific preferences, and so if you can match those, you get a big boost. And it also shows here that they need food, water, and they need to be kept clean. So this is a good way to keep up with sort of what their current state is.
Yeah, so
Okay, so
it's got a lot of. It's just Sim, ladies and gentlemen. Believe it or not, you are
it sure is.
you are
You,
definitely going to be
he
simulating.
cracked the code.
Yep, we did
He
it.
figured it out. Uh,
That's
Oh,
cute.
look at him
That's
eat.
so cute.
So adorable.
And
It's
standing in
beautiful.
his food just like real puppies and
Mhm.
and
Doesn't
kittens.
know how to. Yeah, exactly. Making a big mess of things.
Look at Keanu.
Keanu is just so chill. I love him.
Yeah. In real life, he's doing exactly what he's doing in the game right now, so that's pretty cute.
Lightning's still eating in the morning.
He's
Goodness.
still eating.
Goodness.
What else does he have to do?
It's
He's a
true.
growing boy.
It's true.
Uh-huh. All right. So yeah, now we're just gonna do a few other quick cutscenes here that are the last of the first little story segment. So we're going to put up posters in the park, hoping to try and find the owner. And actually, the interesting thing about this is actually inspired by a real thing that happened to us a couple months ago. I can't remember this. I think this is probably after I talked with you guys last. But we actually, while we were staying up late playing video games, we had a puppy come up to our porch, middle of the night, crying, hungry,
Oh my god.
and we took him in, and we, of course, we looked for his owner, couldn't find him, and we immediately fell in love, and we ended up keeping him. So, but at the time, we were sort of figuring out how to frame the story progression, especially the very beginning, and we were just like, well, let's just use that. I mean, because it's just such a great way to sort of start the player as, that sort of person that is interested in taking care of dogs.
Yeah,
like that.
it lays it out kind of perfectly. It's like, well, now you know that the dog shelter's overwhelmed. Now you know that you have this creature in your care.
That's what I call the ones in real life too.
Yeah.
These little creature goblin.
See, Sunny Paws shelter. Okay.
Yeah,
This
so in the full version of the game from here, you're actually going to go to work at that shelter and learn sort of how shelters work. But in the demo, you jump straight to the next level where you get put in charge of your own shelter.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Okay. Skip that tutorial. All right, let's go.
$2,500. Time is going at a second a minute.
Is. Yes, indeed. So
A dog
the
named
shelter
Kitty.
here, a dog named Kitty, yes. A pug named Kitty. Let's see what do we got here. We got Trixie, Gatsby, Snoop, Kitty, and Stella.
These are all
So,
great dog names, by the way.
Yeah, I love all the dog names in the game. Like, we spent like a full day just like sitting and coming up with them. And we came to the conclusion that food names are the best dog names because no matter what food you can come up with, it's really cute if the dog has that name. So,
I mean,
so
Pork Chop was the original
yeah, Pork
dog
Chop,
with
come
the best
on.
food name ever.
Yeah, I think that's actually one of the names in the game. So, so yeah, the first thing I'm gonna do. So that big kennel we saw was like the temporary holding kennel where new dogs, when they come to the shelter, that's where they're gonna be. And so the first thing we have to do is give them more permanent, semi-permanent arrangements, because hopefully we can find them homes. And so here at the computer, you can do a lot of the management stuff in the game, like just look at all the dogs and see what their traits are. You can go to the shop and restock on food and medicine and that sort of thing. There's also upgrades you can get. And I'm actually going to go ahead and
Ooh.
grab one of these because I can. Okay.
Class Master Deluxe.
Yes, exactly. High quality leash. Nothing but the best. So yeah, so the other things you can do is like check on your reputation and see,
Bark book.
check on your community and see what people are saying about you. Most of them are nice, but not all of them. You can also spend skill points on things like, upgrades that let you build different types of things or move faster, those sorts of things. But I'm going to go to the construction panel here and build me some kennels so the dogs can eat. Okay, and this is always tricky on this grid, but because I'm, like I said, I'm playing left-handed and I'm right-handed, so it's a little bit
I
tedious,
see.
but yeah.
All right,
So don't
so
ju-
those other ones are, I would assume, are to show the dogs actually off, or the
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
ones with
so
one.
you mean these ones down
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
Yeah, so those are the show kennels. So whenever adopters come in, they will only look at the dogs that are in there.
Okay.
So there's sort of a temporary place you can take the dogs just to show them off. Yeah.
Got it.
And the reason for that is we really wanted the players to have to sort of matchmake with the adopters a little bit and
Right.
pick which dogs to show them, as opposed to just letting the adopters look at all the dogs. So let me get them all taken. We actually already have a visitor waiting in the lobby, which is really nice. I've had a couple people I've demoed that we just sort of waited around for visitors because it's sort of unpredictable. I mean, it is
Sure.
more likely that they'll show up here on the first day, but in the end, it's definitely RNG driven. So sometimes you have bad days. Here we go. New dog showing up as well. Apparently, let's get that one
Paprika.
squared away. Oh, let's see. Lazy and Barky.
Oh, lazy and you're telling me a Chihuahua is lazy and barky? I don't believe it.
No, believe it.
That
don't
is
believe
not realistic. You said
No.
RNG.
0 out of 10. Not
I feel like it's
completely unbelievable.
a personal attack at this point.
Do you have a Chihuahua?
No, more about me.
Okay, I see. No.
Filling up some water.
But yeah, actually, it's really
Wow.
interesting because we actually don't we've tried really, really hard not to make character judgments about like dog breeds and stuff with this game.
I like this story.
So it is actually completely random that they have those specific traits. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and there are 4 different types of food and they do have preferences, but you can feed them whatever kind you want.
What
But
did the preferences
matching-
do?
matching it makes it to where they make less messes in the kennel.
Oh,
Basically.
okay.
So
okay.
if you match what they're looking or what their dietary needs are, then
They're not going to
they
do diarrhea
don't-
poopies all over the
they do
kennel.
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, there is a poop scooper item, which is a very integral part of your
Well, I
day
would
job.
imagine
in this
so.
game.
First thing I'm going to do is hire somebody to do that for me. Yeah.
Exactly. That is something you can do actually. So yeah, you can hire helpers. It's a little bit busted in the demo, unfortunately,
That's
but
okay.
in the full game you will be able
Oh, you got
to.
2 visitors.
Two very
yeah,
patient
so
visitors, by the
let's
way.
see. I know.
He
they
looked shady.
Are
He looked
so
shady.
polite. They are both sort of shady.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But they actually, neither of them has any specific preferences. Sometimes they will say that, like, "Hey, I'm looking for a big dog," or
Yeah,
I'm
that
looking
one with the
for-
hat is definitely looking for a pit bull. Just saying.
Aw.
He's being one of those. Oh, look at you, Gatsby. Go get it. Go get adopted. All right,
Go
you want to do predictions here, Andy?
All right, sure.
I
Wanna
think
take
I
bets?
think Hat Guy is gonna want Gatsby, and I think Mushroom Cut is gonna go home with Trixie. No,
Oh,
not
boy.
Trixie.
I believe
Not Trixie. Wait. Yeah, Trixie. Yeah.
Trixie.
Let's take a look.
If you-
All right,
are you sure
Trixie or
that's your
Kitty? I
final
want to say
answer?
Kitty. I'm saying Kitty. I'm seeing Kitty. Mushroom
I'm-
Cut's
I'm
going for
gonna-
Kitty.
I'm gonna say Hat Guy's gonna get Snoop.
Okay, let's see what happens. He does look like Snoop. This droopy hat. Okay, he got 3
Yeah.
stars from Gats.
Uh-huh.
Let's see what we got here.
Yeah,
3.
so the ratings that they give them is based on like how well taken care of they are and their general traits.
Sure.
And if they are looking for something in particular, they'll give them a bonus if you have matches. But yeah, some adopters
Oh.
don't have preferences. This is going to be
Oh,
close. You
only
might not even
2.
take either of them.
Oh no. Come on, get 4 for
no.
Kitty. Kitty, get 4. That's what I'm talking
Oh.
about, Kitty. Let's go, Kitty. You're not gonna
That's
get
what
it
Kitty
though.
brings
Oh,
to
you
the
got
table.
it.
No,
Whoa, baby.
It was about a pixel off. It
A
looks like because it
pixel.
turns green. Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, we're
you
gonna solve this
jerk.
problem for the next one. Yeah, that guy is yeah. It's because he
What?
didn't have any pit bulls, I guess.
That's what I said. That's what I'm saying.
Alright,
bit.
so I'm
All
gonna
right.
go and spend some skill points here, and this is like super work in progress. So the final version is gonna be a bit more streamlined than this in terms of the skill panel, but
Sure.
okay. I'm gonna do some things here. So one thing you can spend skill points on is the ability to like try and convince, like have one more chance at the end.
Mm.
If they say that they don't want to adopt a dog, you can like be like, well,
You sure?
like
what if I give
charisma
you a
points.
discount? For example, like you can give them discounts off the adoption fee. You can just give them extra time to like go play with them, and those things can push it right over the edge if it's really close.
Could it also harm you?
No, it'll never harm you, but
Okay.
but they do sort of come at a cost. So like giving them a
Okay.
discount means you get less for the adoption fee,
Sure.
and things like that. So, usually it's worth it just to try, but
Why does
but
Stella
sometimes
suck
like
so much? What the hell, Stella? Come on, man.
Yeah.
right? Come on,
Why is she a
Stella.
2-star dog?
You're damn right. It's getting 4 stars. Let's get push him
Did
over.
you?
There you
There
go,
we
kid.
go.
There you go.
See. Now, what'd you say that he was going to adopt?
Kitty.
Which was it? What were we betting on? Kitty?
I thought he was gonna.
Are you
get...
sure?
I
It's
just
your
thought
last chance
Pug.
to change your mind.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Pug.
Hey, well, well, if you were betting on this, then
Well, I
here we
lost
go.
because of that other guy. The other jerk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true. That's true. Okay, so one of the adoptions was successful, which is nice. And yes, they actually have a chance of taking any of the dogs, even the ones that don't contribute as many stars, as long as they meet that threshold. Because sometimes, you come into a shelter and yeah, like this dog's great or whatever, but you just see the way one of them looks at you, and you're just like, no, that one. So we wanted to represent that a little bit.
Yeah. Because you never know who you're actually gonna fall in love
Yeah.
with.
Exactly. On Snoop, that made he learned something
Ooh,
from that
Snoop
apparently.
leveled up.
Yeah, look at Snoop. He's still 3 stars, but
He's a fatty though.
aw.
He's overweight. We got to get him on some diet
Oh,
food.
boy.
What's
yeah,
your problem,
and poor
Stella?
Stella.
Jumpy. It's because
Jumpy.
you're jumpy.
And
Oh, and you have
And the
allergies too.
allergies.
What?
Aw, poor
Oh,
Stella.
Stella. You know what's gonna
She's a good
happen? Stella and Keanu are gonna be my new dogs.
Buds.
That's what's gonna end up happening here.
All right, so we got another Chihuahua.
Coda.
Oh, she'll battle with kids.
Bad with kids.
Uh,
Another Chihuahua with a behavioral problem. Just saying.
Who? What's it?
The
I said
algorithm
that it was
knows.
random, but maybe the universe has other ideas. I don't know. Okay, so one thing I'm going to do now, since we don't have like any adopters waiting, is actually build this other type of room called a
Ooh.
play space.
Hell yeah.
Oh boy.
Because everybody wants to go play with the dogs, right?
Run
Okay.
around.
So this is essentially where you go and do the mini games in the game. There are 3 different ones, and they are random, but it's a good way to spend some downtime. And you can give them a happiness boost, which makes them, it sort of maxes out their adoptability for a short time. Because as you can see, like right now, Paprika's here at 2 out of 3 possible stars, just because she's sort of dirty. So
Sure.
Yeah, filthy
so
animal.
we're gonna play with her, and so she's super excited and friendly and happy to see people. So and one of these mini games has a visual glitch, but we didn't get that one, so we got lucky this time. I swear that the one with the glitch shows up like 80% of the time in these demos.
Oh my god,
So
this is insane right now. I
yeah,
can't get over this.
Find
you
the
get
itchy
to pet
spots.
the dog. Yes, you have to find the right ones though, because they have places where they are not happy.
Oh,
Like,
hey.
Oh, butt scritches. It is.
That's the one.
Uh huh.
There you go.
Uh huh.
Very nice.
That's how my dog is. He's like, nope, scratch the butt. I don't care about anything else.
You have
Okay.
one visitor waiting. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, let's go check on that. But now we got Paprika. Get back here. Okay. We got them up to their maximum potential. So yeah, it's a good thing to go do like if like in this particular case, like that dog is sort of dirty. You don't want to take the time. Oh, we got the glitchy visitor. So this is the ghost granny. So
Hi, Granny.
unfortunately, I can't talk to her.
Oh,
She's
you
She's
just
already
punched her.
dead.
You just punched her right in the
Yeah.
cheek. Right in the cheek. Come
Yeah,
on, lady. Move it.
Get out of here.
I'm looking for a little one. Which ones do you have that are more my size?
Yeah.
Well, we have
exactly.
two that'll
The
rip your
granny-
face off, and we got one that looks like a hot dog. Which one would you like?
I mean, they could all take her.
They tried hard enough. So we got to see the legendary ghost granny, the special rare drop. I'm gonna pretend it's a feature, not a bug.
I
so.
think you should ride that all. I think that should be a T-shirt, actually. Ghost Granny.
Now, if you
Ghost granny.
if you splash some water on her, will she come to? Will she do anything?
There's only
Oh, shoot,
one
you
way to
said
find
something?
out.
You just got a donation.
The
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
No,
you.
you. No, you. No, I was just
you're the
gonna-
one playing. You're important. Oh, get her.
No, it doesn't. I was just gonna say that. So when we had a demo for Indie Arena booth, we actually had there was like a weird phenomena where the grandma, every time she came to the shelter, she was really, really difficult to get to adopt her dog. Like her threshold would be really, really high, and then a bunch of people on our Discord like freaked out, and like they all decided they hated the granny because she never would adopt a dog. So, and then now we have this glitch. So, she's returned.
I don't think she left.
I-
she just slept right there on the
she's-
seat.
Exactly. Okay,
Now,
well, I've done a lot
at
of
what
talking.
point can you adopt the grandma if
Yeah.
she stays long enough?
Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, you just put her in there and just see what happens. Yeah. Okay. So we got to the end of the first day. So the each day in the game lasts like 15 minutes ish,
Sure.
depending on the sort of stuff you do. And yeah, you get this handy report that shows you how well you did, and we did okay.
Listen, I would
first
say
day always
if you get
sucks, but-
one dog adopted out of 2 visitors, that's 50%. You're batting 50.
Hey,
you're
that's
batting
true.
500.
That's true.
Mhm.
That
That's
ain't
true.
bad.
That's
Now,
true.
I see Departed. New
Mm-hmm.
adopted Departed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, we can talk about that. So yeah, euthanization is a feature in the game. It is optional, so if it's something you don't want to see in your game, you can totally turn it off. But you know, in addition to this game being really cute and a fun sim game, we also are trying to raise awareness for some of the harsher stuff that shelters have to deal with and the things that they, you know, often have no choice if they don't get enough support.
Right.
So there's like a dozen different ways, you know, things you can do when you get to that point that, you know, are easier, and you know, so it's very much a last resort, and it also hurts your reputation. So
Right.
even if, you know, some jerk player just wants to sit around killing dogs, like they're not going to be able to play the game that way because that's just not what we want to do. And yeah, so it is always really important for us to include it, but yeah, it is optional. But it can hurt your reputation, and eventually you can get shut down if your reputation gets bad enough. So,
Anything will come get you, Andy. How many game over screens are you getting in this?
Way too many.
Aw,
You know, I have a dog. I probably do really well at this game. Maybe.
maybe. Yeah.
So we need the yellow bag and the red bag here. It looks like.
Yes, I know. I keep forgetting which one. I like go over here to get those, and then I get a different one every time. So, all right.
There we go.
Okay. So, any other questions about anything? I know we're like running up on our time slot. I mean, I could go over a little bit if y'all have any extra questions or
I'm
comments or something you want to see.
Oh, there's the green one. You did have a green one.
Yeah, I knew there
Jack.
was a green. I knew there was a green
The j-
somewhere.
That damn Snoop always being old.
It's a high. Snoop wants the green.
You know-
Okay, got it. I can remember that now.
What you could do? Write this one down. You can make the
Uh-huh,
bowls be the color,
They are the color.
but before you put them down,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
so you don't have to.
The
like,
reason for that is
pause.
we do want people to be able to give the other food types if they want.
Oh yeah. Shove
We
it
have
down
played
their
with that a
throats.
little bit, but yeah, we've been going back and forth on that actually for a while.
Hi,
So.
Coda. Coda, you
Coda.
hungry?
What would that do? Let's say I fed a dog his non
We
preference
said he's
food.
gonna poop. He's gonna have
He
diarrhea
would poop
poops.
everywhere.
Yep, they make.
Oh, look at
giant
this guy.
messes. Yeah, we got some more
Oh,
visitors.
that dude is
That
creepy
guy's getting
looking.
that's Obama. He's gonna get 2 dogs.
Okay. Barack's getting 2 dogs,
That's
and
legit
the little
Barack.
guy is gonna get the biggest dog. So the little guy's going home with Gatsby, no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
He's basically gonna ride his dog home.
I'm seeing if we have any trait matches because this guy actually has a preference, which is handy. So
Oh,
okay.
This is a
I
good
missed
way to
that.
end
A
it.
visitor looking for a large dog that is submissive. Uh-oh. So I think Stella was jumpy. So that's gonna be a problem.
uh-oh. Stella, one day will find your home, I believe.
Large.
I think she's
submissive.
large though, so
Mhm.
that's a point in her favor.
Yeah. We're only showing off 4 dogs today, sir.
Oh no, I forgot one. No.
Well, again, Gatsby is a 4-star
I
dog.
was too
so-
excited.
Yeah, Gatsby got up to 4 stars there.
Well, you know, when Barack goes into your shelter,
That's right.
You
Time
can
Put on your
Phil.
best.
Yes.
Stella?
Oh,
Stella.
I feel
Oh,
bad
she's
for
not
Stella.
large.
We are not a fan of Stella. We like Gatsby.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look at that. He liked that one. Now-
If only we had one
Snoop
more
is not
dog to
big
show
enough.
him. Now, but I do get to show this other feature that I talked about, where if it's really
Yeah.
close, you can convince them. So I'm gonna give give him a discount.
Presidential.
Oh, he's
Alright,
going
discount.
with
Snoop.
Snoop.
Excellent,
baby.
excellent,
He really liked Snoop.
excellent,
Good
excellent.
job, bro.
Good.
Way to
All
go.
right.
Now that's a
Alright.
scene I never thought I'd see. Snoop Dogg going home with Obama.
That's the sort of thing that we bring to the table here at Little Rock Games.
You love
sort
to
of
see it.
experiences
You'll love to see
we
it.
foster. Yeah, so that's really just the core loop of the game. So you'll do things like taking care of the dogs and then handling adopters when they come up, and then doing things in your downtime like playing with them, scheduling things in your community, and also dealing with things like there will be characters, like recurring characters that'll
Mhm.
come and visit the shelter that you have to deal with,
Ooh,
and
he's
some of them
stinky.
will yeah, he's stinky. I'm taking him to the bath. So yeah, and so that's really the most of the game. After you get through the story, it sort of opens up into sandbox sort of style gameplay, and you get to pet the dog.
Quick one question before we let you go. Can you take a look at what these events are?
Oh yeah, sure, but I have to get through this bath time
Mhm.
first.
Well,
Very important.
I wish it
yeah,
was that simple
okay.
to give a dog a bath.
Yeah, so this is essentially just like a feed of stuff that happens in the shelter. So when new
Okay.
dogs show up, like we have a dog named Meanie waiting on us now.
Oh, boy.
I wonder if that's a chihuahua.
Adopters, donations, things like
Oh,
that.
okay. So that's like your queue
yeah.
of stuff going
Yeah.
on. Okay.
So yeah, and I'm bad at keeping it clear though. Oh, let's not forget Coda in the bath. Okay.
Can you let them
Um,
just roam around the shelter? Would that be bad for them? How does
You
that
mean
work?
like this?
Yeah.
You mean like that?
He's just gonna.
Yeah, you definitely can. You definitely can. I mean, it's they can't eat or drink, and then you can't really keep track of
my
them
God,
very
he's a
easily.
puppy.
But yeah, you can.
You should
uh,
make them bite customers. I'm just saying.
Aww, Meanie.
we run a free roam shelter here.
Meanie. We
Right.
have free range. Yeah,
It's
we
a
Yeah.
free range shelter.
Free range
yeah.
puppies.
Exactly. There's actually a random, really rare event that can happen where the dogs will stage a breakout,
A coup? Oh no.
and you have to catch all of them. Yeah,
Oh, that's great.
if it happens at the wrong time, it can be a whole thing.
Is
to
there
deal
ever a
with.
right time for that to happen?
Those are goals.
I guess that's
Those
true.
are what I call goals.
Yep.
I need to see that happen.
All right. Well, yeah, that's just about
That's
all we've
awesome.
got here for the demo.
That's great.
And yeah, let's do
Well,
the
thank you
rescue.
so much.
Oh my gosh,
how-
Coda's gone on an adventure.
Coda's
Whoa.
gone. Coda's gone.
Bye.
Coda, the
Ah!
door was closed. Coda, where are you going?
Where-
Ghost Granny moved. I don't know if you've noticed. Ghost Granny is in a new
She-
position.
She's haunted. She's went to haunt a different
She
shelter.
changed her outfit. Okay, so where can everybody follow the game, its progress? What are the plans for it, and all that fun stuff?
Sure, yeah. So we're actually the game's gonna be coming out fall this year. It's gonna be simultaneously releasing on PC, Mac, and Switch. And yeah, you can follow us on Twitter at To The Rescue Game. We have a Discord, which is just discord.gg/LRG, which our company is Little Rock Games. And yeah, and wishlist us on Steam. That's the best free way you can support us and keep up with us, because it's really good for us to get our numbers up because we get better visibility. So it's a great way to support indie devs. Other than that, yeah, keep an eye out for Freedom's E3 presentation.
Awesome.
Yay.
We can't wait.
Um,
We can't wait.
yeah.
Thank you, Olivia. Thank you for joining us again.
All right, thank
Thank you,
you so much.
listeners
I
and
had a good time
viewers.
as always.
And as always, be excellent to each other.